Okay, I am here with Byron York, who I've always had a soft spot because he was the first major media person who said he knew who I was back when I had started out. Byron, CPAC 2018, what do you think so far? As we wind down, I should say.
It's about over. You know, I have to say, I thought the president's speech was really interesting in the sense that it was just like a campaign speech. I traveled around covering the Trump campaign in 2016, and it was the same sort of thing. It went all over the place. It meandered. He touched this. He touched that. He was totally off the prompter, totally off the script. He included his dramatic recitation of the snake, which
we're old enough to remember the song.
Many of us heard many times. You know, why hasn't somebody covered the snake and then done a new cover?
Oh, I wondered. I didn't think they would get in trouble for covering it now.
Yeah, it probably would. Anyway. It differed in the sense that he had first-term accomplishments to talk about, which he didn't have, obviously, when he was running. But I just thought that this CPAC was kind of the emergence of the 2018 Trump midterm campaign.
Now, when I've talked to people, last year when I interviewed people, there was a mixture of ambivalence about Trump, some enthusiasm, some ambivalence. You weren't sure. There was a real mix in terms of what people were thinking. They said if we got Obamacare gone and the wall up, we'd be fine. This year, the wall isn't up yet, and Obamacare is only bits of it repealed. But the people I've been interviewing have been solidly for Trump. And have you gotten that vibe here?
I think that if you're a conservative and you don't like the president, you didn't come to CPAC. So, I mean, you know, you have a number of divisions inside the conservative world about the president. First of all, you have the real fans, the people who support him and like him. Then you had the people who were skeptical about him. But after he became president, they said, well, he's the president, he's a Republican, we want him to get these things done. And by the time he had been president a year, remember there were all those year in office pieces that showed how many judges he had appointed, how he had destroyed ISIS, how he'd helped cut taxes, how he'd cut a lot of regulation, and they said, wow, that's pretty good, we like that. And then, but on the other hand, you still have a group that are basically conservative but feel that he has demeaned the office of the president. They feel that he has encouraged intolerance. They feel that he has done a number of things that they're very unhappy with. They're the ones who aren't here at CPAC. It's pretty clear they didn't come. But there still is that division about Trump and the conservatives.
Now, do you think Trump can help the Republicans win in 2018? Small margin in the Senate, but favorable map. Bigger margin in the House, a little more iffy. Can the Republicans hold both houses, and what can Trump do to help them do it?
Well, they can, and I think they have reasonably good chance of holding the Senate. House, you know, Democrats need to win 24 seats to pick up the House. Historically, that's not that out of reach at all. As a matter of fact, the average in recent decades of the party in power, recently elected president losing seats in the House, has been more than 24. So it's entirely possible that Trump is just going to lose, and maybe it's already baked in the cake right now. On the other hand, presidential job approval is usually a good predictor of how a party does in those midterms.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, this is a man who was elected on the day that he had a 66% personal disapproval rate. I think, or maybe it's 60%. Mm-hmm. I can't remember, but it was high.
It was very high.
Way high. And so we learned that some of our normal polling indices just don't seem to work really well with him. So what the Trump effect will be in the midterms, I don't know. But there's just no doubt that Republicans in the House are facing an uphill run.
Now, you did some excellent work on the Russia indictments. Both of us wrote about it, and I thought that it was small, but to call it small potatoes was an insult to small spuds. Do you think that's going to go anywhere, the Mueller stuff on Trump? Will we see a second independent counsel, or is that just talk?
I think that's just talk. I think on the Russian indictments, and you're referring to the special counsel's indictment of 13 mm-hmm. Russians
right.
and 3 Russian organizations. Now, I think it's generally assumed that we're never going to see them in a U.S. court. They're not going to come over and say, oh, I'm here for my trial. So I think that if you listen to people on the left, what they're saying is, Mueller has established this Russian conspiracy, and now he's going to link the Trump campaign to it. That kind of talk makes sense if you believe that there was, in fact, a conspiracy between Trump and the Russians to influence the election. The problem is, so far, Robert Mueller has not charged anybody with playing any role in such a conspiracy. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I don't know the future. It could be on the way. But so far, and he's indicted quite a few people, got some guilty pleas, there have been a lot of counts, but so far it hasn't happened.
And if people want, my readers want to find more of you, other than occasionally on Fox News, where can we find you?
You can find me at WashingtonExaminer.com. And you can find lots of other good stuff at WashingtonExaminer.com as well.
Now, you know, every time I ask people that question, they always promote their own stuff. You're the first person who promoted the place itself.
Thank you.
Which it speaks to you very well of you.
The more you come to the WashingtonExaminer.com website, the more you're going to see me too. So,
all right, Byron, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.